supposed to be in combat therapy healing in the grotto, and I did not see him in the previous stream when I went to visit. He's not following orders. He went back to his desk and he's working. I don't know. Anyway, it is time. I made one little mistake in Nico's challenge. I think it's time we did Black Shadows and get her the legendaries. There's also the question of, do we even put the legendary in? I don't know if they're all valuable enough for that. And blah blah blah. We can't put 12 cards and card types with us. Okay, here we go. This time, let's do it right. The Black Shadows. They're infinite card plays. 2 redraws are available, but move is disabled. The challenge is failed if there are no more cards to play or the turn ends. Defeat the Whispers to acquire Crack the Sky ability card. Alright, so let's do our prep. Redraw Blood Magic. We're gonna double up. I could do that again. Do that again right now, actually. Empower. We're gonna blood magic ourselves, obviously. This is where I made my mistake. I witch stormed and I said, oh, well, I can reach these guys. No, just do one set of them. They shouldn't be in a much more diminished state than they were before. At least, that's my hope. Now, we're gonna do the other ones. Same thing. Witch Storm. Just those 2. Not because we can do 3. Divvies it up, but they get hit less. And they're all diminished a little bit, they can all get knocked down. Voila. Now that's a card. I like that card. It is all or nothing. It's fail or 3 stars, and we now got that. Consume all heroism to damage random enemies 10 times for each heroism. Gain a heroism for each KO. They don't show it here. The new witchcraft from Nico. Now that worked for me. Oh, hello, doggy.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Don't ask her when it's just morning. It's too soon. So, the question is, do we want her to put... I mean, she's kind of cool in her usual gothy suit. Should she be in her new Midnight Suns one now? Look at that. That's her default. And you know me, I like her like Sister Grimm because she likes doing that East Village. This is very East Village goth, so this is cool. If we do this, we could also look for anything that goes for her colors, because she's not going to stick with something that's black and white for very long with me. We know she likes things like purple. So, well, I like putting her in purple. Maybe that's it. No, her default is purple. So, yeah, we'll do that. The question is there room for this thing? Let's see what her... It hits a lot. It's like 1.5 times harder. Just pretty incredible. Witch Storm is way too valuable to keep off, and I love Witchfire. I really need to. Why don't I have this? I don't know why I don't have this thing updated. Do we have the resources to craft a Witchfire and put that together for her? We have a Witchfire, so we haven't been able to get... We do need resources. We need essence. I saw one of the tasks had legendary, a legendary blueprint, which means one of these things can be updated. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Okay, so we'll put that for now, and when we go running around and opening chests, we'll make a point to... Oh, our favorite one is available too. There should be some pallets. Okay, one more thing. We did update this, right? Much as I like an armor-piercing charm, I have a feeling what I want is not available today. So far, I don't like the legendaries available to us.
This should be useful.
Every time I bring these, I have a better time of it. Thank you. Okay, we got that already. Vampire Essence I like, But if somebody comes along who can do something, including the hunter. I'm gonna lean on that. And I'll regret it, but who cares? I don't think I'll regret it. I do have one or two things on my own that can help people while smacking people senseless. Okay, now who had legendary? That would be Blade. Defeat enemies. Just defeat enemies. Get a legendary Gamma Coil. Legendary blueprint. It could mark all. We do have right now a combat bonus from one of the chests. So, you're so close. Robbie, you are so close. He's not close. He's almost a cameo appearance. He's almost level 1. I owe him some root beer. Let's do it. We got Midnight Suns, hey? Suns only operation. Haha, that's all we need to do.
As she commands.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Guardian. You do that.
I've not shaken their confidence.
There, see?
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
It is as good as done.
And we even have a that would be nice. Oh, that's too soon. See, we don't have to worry about it being you have to get rid of all of them this time. Quick strike. Well, no, he's way out of the way, so.
Time to bleed. I suppose it's something.
Smack talk. Like that. You can't bump a dog in there. Just not at the right angle for it.
They're mine.
Ah, he was already taunted, so what? That was a lot. Let's see what we have here. See, this does come in handy. Don't knock it.
Get ready. I'll put this to good use.
Just for the record, how much is this value? 230. I could learn to love that. We'll see. Oh, all these dogs are so big.
You were too weak for this fight.
He's actually in there. Really? Where's Ghost Rider? Oh yeah, okay. I want him out. I really want him out. Two damage for each health. Also damage all nearby enemies. That might be worthwhile. But right now... Is he in... Nope, he's not near range. Eh... I just want the guy out. At some point, he's gonna decide to put a rock shield in front of a dog. Done. What did I just do? Let's see, is there anything else worthwhile here? Not really. It's not worth it over for one dog. Target was damaged this turn. Undone. Okay, alright. I can think of one.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
See that? That's not bad. Blade, would you mind very much? Let's get me some nice, I guess some nice loot. Why does it always attack us? And can we have some, you know? Okay, I think this is a good let's get us home kind of thing. Oh, there's two of them. Ah, there's always a thing, huh? Do you have like a... I was gonna bop this guy, but I think under the circumstances we want to reposition and knock them silly.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Pity he's not the one over here. I would like to see that.
Accept your fate.
$115, $115, $115. Pity we don't have any more moves, but you know, we did what we did. I think for one turn, this isn't bad. It works for me.
It's my time.
Your mother abandons
Let's go home.
Hopefully they learned their lesson. But we all know that's wishful thinking.
One turn, people. One turn. Nice. That's what we want to see. Just, and enough essence to be able to actually upgrade something. High stakes. I hope he did the right thing and went back to the grotto after his little I gotta take care of something at my desk. And that's what I consider a good hand. That you could do everything with it. No waste. Is that somebody right outside my door? Somebody's outside.
Oh my god, Robbie, why are you so pumped about meeting Blaze? Word on the street is the dude's a major a-hole.
Oh, come on. He's the original spirit of vengeance and, like, my personal hero.
Almost as lame as Hank Pym being your hero.
Who's that?
Annoying, outdated boomer. Just like your boy Blaze.
Blaze is not a boomer.
Whatever, Robbie. Fanboy all you want. Go get yourself an autograph for all I care. Just don't tell me I didn't warn you.
What does Peter like? Does he look like the working out type? I mean, he's Spider-Man, so it's a whole different thing. I know he's not a fishing person. He's from Queens. Well, some people fished. Flushing Meadow Park. Let's give it that. I'm going to see. I'm just surprised that they're giving us these options. But yeah, he actually would work. Exploring is not what he does, but everybody in Queens walks, so that's kind of weird. He's spotting.
I think I ticked off Captain Marvel, and wow, that is nothing I expected to say in my lifetime.
What happened?
She caught me bringing an armload of snacks to my room, asked if I was hoarding food. She was joking, but kind of not joking. I haven't lived with people outside of family. Am I doing it wrong? Do I write an apology note, or how do I fix this?
You're a teen. You're a dude. Just don't drink directly from the milk carton, okay? That's it. I don't know. Well, you know what? This is Parker. Let's do this.
Did you often raid the pantry when you were living at home?
Not really. I'd grab an extra fruit pie now and again, but I just took what I needed.
Then pretend you were at home.
That should be easy. Caretaker is a scary version of my aunt.
Oh, you know what? If he grabbed the fruit pie, if he lives in Queens, it probably wasn't Hostess. It was probably Table Talk. And if you don't know what that is, look it up because that's a demographic. Now, I think we got something amazing for him. How come it's not in here? It shouldn't be at the top. I thought we did have it at the bottom. Amazing Fantasy 15.
Don't think I can fit this in my utility belt. Oh, but it's still nice.
Well, don't fold it or you can't resell it. Yay, he got something else to wear in the Abbey, too. The hoodie looks good, though. Now, something's...
Man, I think they got the hell right on one of those traffic cams.
Well, they can't find you for the ticket. Now, there's something going on out there.
That felt good. Needed that.
What did you do,
We're gonna need a
Wolvie?
new training dummy. You ended that one's career.
Sorry to bust up your equipment. Training at night always gets me in the zone.
I'm the same. Night Stalker, all the way. Gives me a chance to let go. Be myself without worrying what others might think.
Bub, I don't even know what myself is anymore. Butchers at Weapon X threw my mind into a blender. Wanted to erase the man to unleash the pure beast. They got what they wanted. And then some. Charles has been trying to help me put the pieces back ever since. I'm not even sure I want to remember it all.
A vampire fed on my mother during my birth. For whatever reason, her face at that moment was burned into my mind. It was the same one I saw years later when I had to put her down.
We better order a lot more training dummies.
Well, this is a great example of
Watch
Argent
yourself,
stuff.
Hunter.
Argent stuff when you don't have, when they don't have an Ask Me set of menus. Wolverine, I don't think, has that. We got all his origin right here.
This night is darker than most.
Why? Is there a danger I am not seeing?
You're looking right at it. Lilith's darkness is testing me, Hunter. Her power is growing and mine along with it. I won't lie. I like feeling this strong. I like it a little too much. Surely you felt it too.
I know more than anyone how persuasive my mother can be. If you fall to her, I do not stand a chance.
I'm doing my best to
I
keep
don't
the blood-sucking
expect that.
beast in me at bay, but it's getting harder and harder each night. And I'll be honest, it pisses me off. You know how much I like to be in control.
Do not be afraid of your own shadow, Blade, when it is your shadow that gives you your edge.
And it's a sharp edge, too.
You know, sometimes I have found all you need is a good night's sleep. It does wonders for my outlook.
Good nights, bad nights. I really don't sleep. It's not my thing. I'll be awake for a long time tonight. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up. I could use the company.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
Do you think the Fallen can be saved? Can the Midnight Suns work as a team? It seems you and Logan have hit it off. What could Lilith use against you? Why aren't you training with Carol? We got some menu.
Are you curious about the Fallen? Do you think we can bring them back?
I wonder. They look terrible on the outside. I can't imagine they look any better on the inside. But I don't want to think those things about Wanda, so I really don't think about it at all.
Lilith's evil goes deep. It corrupts to the core.
Like I said, I'd rather think about other things.
Seeing you and Logan bonding through training makes my heart glad.
Logan's a good sparring partner. He doesn't hold back. Wouldn't mind having some of his carefree attitude, but not enough to lose my edge.
There is a lot more to Logan than it appears at first.
I know he's got his dark side. He's just better at showing it off.
Do you think the Suns will ever pull it together as a team?
A team's only as good as its leader.
That's a hint.
Maybe that leader is you.
While we are talking about Lilith, is there anything she might be able to use against you?
You mean leverage?
Lilith looks for weaknesses as a way to get into your mind. I need to know about yours.
I knew a woman once, Gloriana. We traveled the world together, slaughtering vampires and making love. Good times. We were in London and got word of a master vampire on the loose. My big ego told me I could kill him as easy as the others. I was wrong. I nearly got myself killed. And because of that mistake, I left him an opening to turn Glory into one of his kind. The woman I loved became the thing I hate. I'll spare you the rest of the details.
It is okay. I understand the emotions. Love turning to hate resonates with me well. This seems like a good time to train with Carol. Why not?
Logan's here.
No, I mean if you have feelings for her, you should...
I said Logan's here.
Ah, right. I understand.
Okay.
The night is only getting darker, and I am getting tired.
Then sleep?
You are not going to hit the coffin too. It is going to be an early morning.
I don't know what it is with you and coffins.
Last I checked, there's no coffin in his room. He wants me to ask him more, but it's the same stuff. Hey, Wolvie?
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
Oh, okay, we'll just... That's why he doesn't have an ask me about this and that. I'm going to see... First of all, I'm going to see my...
Привет, Hunter.
Hello. Hello, friends.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Translation, I set fire to one of Stark's equipment. Okay. Oh. Okay, good to know. And good to know. Again, huh? Twice a day? Would you find me complaining twice a day? This thing is available? Or twice today? Game too fast at mission start. Fast is when the heroism cards cost less heroism to use. So if something's 3, a fast would give it 2. So maybe it's 2 down. Or maybe 2 cards are down. I don't know exactly what that refers to. Also, in the common room, it seems that one reset while we were fighting. See that? More palette for our friend. I think... You know what? I wonder if we should do some... We haven't foraged in a while. Foraged. Oh, sometimes they let you up these and sometimes they don't. Make up your mind, folks. Well, I was right here. There's no point teleporting to it. Obviously not enough that we don't have the Wolf's Bane at least. What kind of night is it anyway? A new moon night. Not to be confused with, yeah. New moon would be a wand. We so rarely get wands anyway. Do we have the necklace still that we had? Necklaces are, or amulets, depending on what they actually are. They're... Somebody over there wants to talk over in the forge. Interesting. They usually, are anything, any night, any maneuver. There's no special thing. So let's see if we have an amulet.
The outer blood sacrifice is what they have.
Ah,
This looks like it belongs here.
I don't know. Let's open the catch in the back.
Seems my offering was accepted.
Okay, 200 gloss. Somebody can get a nice upgrade. That'll go, of course, towards our friends now. These two are working late tonight, and they want to talk to me. Just realized that.
Ooh, man. Scratch up another victory for the midnight.
Okay, who wants to talk? Okay, Steven.
Tony could blot out the sky with the number of satellites he could launch to hunt for Blaze, and I don't think it would do any good. Meanwhile, the greatest help we could have asked for came from this mysterious demon locked away in these flames for all eternity.
Okay.
Demons are, by definition, evil, yet this one seems to want to help. And I'm inclined to trust it.
Are you talking about the one here? The one in the forge? Well,
No one in this abbey understands the ways of demons more than you. If you think the demon has valuable advice, then I trust you.
Your confidence in me continues to be a boon, Hunter. I hope one day I can return your faith in me.
So, Robbie...
is very definitely the key to finding Blaze.
oh, it's Sparky he's
How do we
talking
make
about.
that happen? I think Stark and I have our work cut out for us. Tony and I need to put our heads together. We should have something soon.
There are only so many places a guy with a flaming skull on a motorcycle could be. I've got multiple satellites in orbit right now that could locate him.
Yeah, well,
Blaze isn't some regular guy. If he doesn't want to be found, I suspect he won't be found.
Okay, Dr. Positivity, if you have better ideas, why don't you conjure them up?
now, children. bitch. Oh my goodness. Get some sleep, guys. You're bitching over time. It was worth interrupting foraging. Sorry. Okay, I guess he was in there enough. Gain 2 counter. At mission start next time. Ah. Something tells me Peter's going to level up. Hunter, I didn't realize at the time how much I enjoy this gift. Well, you know, Steve Ditko is awesome. underrated artist, and you know, Stan Lee, you know how to pick 'em. Thought I'd dust the chapel ceiling, but I'm not feeling it. Care to help motivate me? The first step is showing up. I need to talk with you anyway, so... Well, the thing about him is, you can't expect me to help.
Just two BSFs spending time together.
What is a BSF?
Best Spider-Man friend, which is yours truly. I mean, I don't want to presume or anything, but I think our trust and acceptance levels are, like, off the charts. Cranked up to 11, right?
What if I have any other spider friends? I don't want to say this, and I don't know if I want to say this, but I definitely don't want to say this. Unless he gets the joke.
Bold of you to assume I do not already have a best spider friend.
Really?
Yes. A good kid with pretty outrageous ideas, but he cares deeply for his friends.
Sounds like a cool guy. Maybe we can hang out sometime.
Peter, it is you.
Oh, yeah, of course. I got that. Was totally confident about that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So, now that we're like BFFs and all, I'm ready to hear it. What's the verdict? Give it to me straight. I can handle it. No hard feelings.
It must be Midnight
I am
Sun.
sorry, Peter, but...
Oh, don't be. I understand. You don't have to explain anything. It was just an honor to be nominated.
No, I meant I am sorry. I do not know what you are talking about.
Oh, right. I need to remember to say all the words. I followed your advice, got more in touch with my darker side, stopped just short of wearing all black. I didn't want to steal Eddie's look. If you're wondering who left the empty milk carton in the fridge, it was me. So what do you think? Is there a place for me in the Suns after this whole apocalypse scenario is over?
Do you mean that milk carton that prompted Ileana to go to Limbo to get Limbo demon milk? And Captain America thought it smelled funny? Is that the one you're talking? Are you the one? Anyway.
It would have been an honor to have you with us, but it is wrong of me to take you away from where you truly belong.
But this is where I belong.
No, Peter. You are too much of an asset to Queens. Who will protect your neighborhood if not you?
Yeah, I know you're right. It's just, I wanted this so bad.
What is a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man without his neighborhood?
Yeah, I know it wouldn't be right to leave them to fend for themselves. Especially since there hasn't been a catastrophe-free summer in New York since, well, never.
Then it is settled. You will return to Queens.
When this is over.
Yeah, but on one condition. You have to visit me. Because after this is all over, I'm really going to miss you. All of you.
Robbie and I will make a trip of it. Promise.
You better. Because the two of you are the best freaking friends a Spider Kid from Queens could have.
Yep, we're all gonna hang out at Mama's Empanadas and make a feast of it. Guess who just went legendary? How did he get legendary? He came in late. All these people ahead of Ileana. I don't understand. Somebody wants to talk. There's always somebody who wants to talk. Oh, that doesn't look... Well, I see Doggy wants to say good morning. I don't see him. The gift shop is gifting. Hi, Steve.
Good girl, Charlie.
Okay, we already have runaways. We got our runaways. We already have these things, so... Okay, what's going on here? Everybody's hanging around. Should I be concerned?
So, does someone want to tell me what we're doing here?
We have a plan, Robbie. We just need you to wear something.
Wear what?
We'll get to that. It's a statement piece.
What kind of statement is that?
Relax, kid. You should be excited.
You're going to summon Johnny Blaze for us.
We're ready to go when you are.
I'm curious to see if this really works.
Oh, come on, people.
How am I supposed to summon Johnny Blaze? I don't summon. Summoning is not my thing.
Yeah.
You're looking well, Chief.
Okay, you guys gonna say anything more about this?
You're looking well, Hunter.
That's it? Just gonna
Why, hello, Hunter.
make believe nothing weird just happened?
Hunter, did you hear this?
I did. I was standing right here.
Be honest with me. Am I really the right person to be summoning Johnny Blaze?
I think the important part of this, Robbie, is the spirit of vengeance. That is what connects you and Blaze.
Oh, so what you're saying is that if you could get Sparky here without me, that's what you do.
Oh, no, that's
It is not very helpful to think that way. The team needs you right now. You have to put your ego aside.
Trust me, my ego would be calmer sitting in another room right now.
Did you have other concerns?
Yeah, but we don't have a week to go over all of them. So let's go. Just tell me what I gotta do.
That's all. That depends on when we're ready to do a story mission. Because I think that's exactly what they want me to do. It's a story mission, right? This is where that will happen. Meanwhile, Spider-Man, recover Hydra data, and get we're starting to get legendary stuff over here. Epic essence, is that enough? I don't want to get 40 of something. I'd rather get a few hundred. Legendary artifact and gamma quill. See, legendary. Oh, Nest Mother. Is Doctor Strange good Nest Mother material? Should we do this without me or something? I may miss out on friend points for whoever's going, but if someone like Spider-Man and someone like Wolverine went with Doctor Strange, then again there won't be any mind bender or anything big like that. That's always the big challenge, isn't it? And then Wolverine, of course. The artifact can have a large amount, but oh darn, that's all good. Of course, this one gives you epic credits and the next step of the story. Let's ponder this while we go here and force them to come back to their desks.
I'm quite pleased with these results.
See, we do need an artifact or we won't have any research, right? There's no research anymore. And next time, we will do Spider-Man's, I guess.
Hey, Hunter.
I want to see some good here.
See that?
I want to see some orange glows in this thing.
This is some of my best work.
Epic. 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 Orange. Oh. We get a reroll. Certainly. I don't know when I'll be able to afford to upgrade it. But,
Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
Is that better than the one we have? Might be have better mods on it. Sometimes it's worth changing that around. So Infernal Spider is going to be his special ability. That'll be something for. I like to keep him separate, so he would be in another stream.
I'm here if you need me.
Now. Hi, doggy. Can we get our favorite marking thing here? Nope. Another 2 days? Oh, that is so mean. You know, I'm inclined. Well, let's first see here. See if we can.
Practice
do
makes
anything.
perfect.
Can we even do it? 450. We actually have a nice amount of heroic
We've
essence.
got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
The stuff we've been wanting to do. Hold on. We can't do that. We don't have the essence for that. For any of them. Ditto. We need skill essence. I mean, some serious skill essence, not, you know, remove a card skill essence. Then again, you know. Give this to me for a moment.
Do your thing.
Allow me to do my thing for a moment. See, we don't carry too much heroism cards ourselves, which I like to keep it that way. Some of these friends of ours are way too heroism heavy. He really needs some better stuff. At some point, somebody's going to give us a nice modded version of that we can just right away jump into.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Ready to work?
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's right, 450. That's gonna be a lot of fun to. It also gives us 4.
Nothing's gonna
Look
stop
at
me
that.
now.
Gives you 4. Thank you, kids. Alright. Who haven't we done in a while? Probably Captain Marvel.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Increase knockback distance.
Peace.
Yo, Hunter. Heard you were going on a super important mission.
You have? You have nothing more to say about it? We have a super important mission? Hey Deadpool, you've been quiet lately.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
Still say he sounds like Gilbert Gottfried. Alright. I suppose I should stop, as they say, dilly-dally, and get us into a mission, right? That's what we're here for, a nice fight. I like to see what that nest mother thing is going to yield us. But we need artifacts to continue a mission, unless they're... We do. So who gets to play with us? I have to bring Wolverine. See, I would have put Wolverine and Blade and not me at all. I mean, we really need to up him. See, that to me would be good, but you also need the power to smack whatever is going on with that, Let's change this around, I think. We have a cursed effigy. I would take that out. First of all, this is where this would come in handy to hit that thing. Minimum one of each combat item. I get that. See, it could just as soon be all Lilin. We don't know. There we go. Confirm deck. Let's do it. Let's do our nest mother and we can advance to the next night and story. I'm stretching, yes. Yeah. Nest mothers, blah blah blah.
We need to take that monster out.
For the mother.
Is it me or are the Guardians more talkative lately?
We have not lost interest.
Don't be swayed by her words.
We hear you.
Wolverine, I see you got your eye on something. Let's start with this.
Consider it done.
Oh, and we brought this for a reason. We go.
This is a serious predicament for you.
Okay, so yeah. We got our mind bender, so this could be pretty good. Chain swipe. Yummy. Quick swipe. Well, this one's out of the way, so let's just...
Now it's my turn. Maybe
Bam!
it's time you quit
Next.
this racket.
So what is she lately? What is hers? Okay, so we gotta take a few off. Hold on. I don't see it. Not for this run. So that'd be 202. Now. Are those the last two we've got? Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm gonna rip you a new one. Still getting better after all these years.
yes. Look at that, man. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it would be nice if we gave Doctor Strange something to do.
Follow my
Oh, Wolverine! Oops! Oh, Wolverine got hit. Oops. He'll be okay. Oh.
You dare persist?
Oh, come on. As if we were worried. She's got 48 left. Which way you want to do this? I mean, we could throw a box at her. Hey, who wants to throw a box at her and go home?
Attached to that face.
We've done it. Excellent work.
And the hunter helped too. There we go. Stuff and things. See, now this is my kind of cover. The Sisterhood of S.U.N. Good lord. I'm going to change, though, the background so we can really see what it says. Yeah. Is this better? Oh, that's. I love whoever did the color, the coloring on this one. The Sisterhood of S.U.N. Yeah, that worked well. So far it's been a productive 2 days in Midnight Sun's world. Whenever you're ready. It's loading something new is what that usually means if it takes extra long. There's some kind of data. Something's going to be different tonight, I think. And I don't mean emo kids, because emo kids already have emo kids already loaded, so that content is already there. Wow, it got really quiet.
How's it going?
Hey, hi Steve. Oh, these guys working out there? No, they're not working. Oh. They're hanging over there, okay. Not bickering for a change. It's always nice when they're not bickering. Though it is entertaining when they're bickering, I'm not gonna lie. Nobody talks to Agatha anymore. Hi, Agatha.
Hunter, hello.
Hello, Agatha. A Wondergore Everbloom. Awesome. Very valuable for our conjurings. Where's that dog? Well, can you guess? The dog is looking up that tree at the ghost squirrel, right? Is there anything new here to read? I don't see any new content. We already read the documentation for the next book club. Well, these are all existing stuff.
We learn more with each encounter, Hunter.
Mm-hmm. You done good.
Salutations.
I guess. Thanks for leading us to it. Let's see. See, that's some good stuff. Draw an additional card for 3 turns. That's good. Now, Nico, do you have anything that can... See, I like this for her, because she's into the whole purple thing. She's into the goth thing, she's into the purple thing. I think that would suit her. And that's where that gloss goes to. Now, let's see. I think we got a new Abby outfit for Spider-Man. Daily Bugle. Well, you know, they gave them out for the during the Christmas party, I suppose. Blade has... See, I don't see Blade in colors. He likes doing the stealth thing and keeping it at default, at least for now. I just think it's better for him. Maybe the red would look kind of cool, representing the blood at some point, but I like his default. Oh, and we did upgrade something, so the glaive, having 2 of those would be so good, but the price, the cost of the heroism, each one's gonna need 500 or something, right? Okay. say I got something. I have to like it though. I don't see anything new here. Unless it's... No? That's coming up next. That'll be fun. I think somebody complained. They wondered, is this for... It could be for either gender. I mean, it's okay. Interesting concerns. See, the ancestral is one of those things that a lot of people are, it's bugged and you can't get it. We won't ever get this because we're neither of them, and that's okay. High tech has always been a favorite. I like the high tech better than the common. But now we have the Salem. Let's see what kind of outfits we can. That's a little too. I'm gonna look like twins with Blade if I wear that. I like having the gold. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, now let's do some serious quick foraging here. In here, we may or may not find things we need for our... Sometimes it's down there on the ground. Like there. See, like this, the other bug. See, we were supposed to get a the ancestral one here. We opened it and nothing happened. It just flashed, but there was nothing. That's because it's supposed to give us something and it doesn't. Oh, 2 Wondergore Everblooms in one night. We are blessed. Once around. Oh. So 2 side missions. The question is, do we go next? Do we finish Deadpool's? Or do we... I think we should pursue the Ghost Rider one, right? Have Robbie contact Johnny Blaze and we try to get him to hand over the Page of Power, Parchment of Power. A lot of stuff has grown back, I see. Come on, it's a twig. You could do it. You're the hunter. That'll never work. That's an interesting bug. But it is exactly that. Well, on our way out. Oh, that's right, we did this. I'm confusing that with the Devil's Den, which is over in this direction. Another place to get our black trumpets. They don't grow back quickly, but when they are, they become very valuable for us. Yes. This is a pretty good take. Oh, another one that won't come out? Okay. Sometimes there's something in here, in addition to the chest. There's usually something growing, and it varies what grows there. See how close? Once you open it up, something that took so long to get to is so close to the Abbey. Hell Ride. I'm surprised they don't offer those little bits of gloss and essence in the Hell Ride. Nah, there's nothing over there usually. A waxing moon, huh? Think by now we would have some wolvesbane grow back? Yep. Only some, it seems. No, I'm so quiet, but I'm concentrating. If you were the hunter, you'd be concentrating, putting your vision out just to make sure you get what you need to get. All important witch hazel. Not to be confused by the comic strip character, by the way.
Offering. What to offer? This looks like it belongs here. Seems my offering was accepted.
There you go. That's the, you get a lot more gloss when you use an epic knife or, you know, higher quality knife. Higher value knife, I should say. I'm sure they're all the same quality. Forged properly. It's their rarity that's important. We did that. That other area that has the quote-unquote fairy rings, which often have quote-unquote black trumpets mixed in. Sometimes a plant is just a plant. Yeah, wasn't that much here. Probably take longer to grow back, whatever they offer here, which are black trumpets and spider lily. They had other places from here. I must be mistaken. I think for this area that's enough for now. I don't think we need to do more. I think we have a lot of cool reagents. And at this point, calling it a night, we can go in another area next time. Next time we have time for foraging, it'll probably be like the cemetery area and Shaw's Church, where you get a lot of moonflower and that sort of thing. Still raining. Excellent. I have some expectations on those things. Morning,
What's
kids.
shaking, Bacon?
What's happening, Hunter?
Can I help you?
We haven't taken to a haven? What is he like? I know he's one for exploring, but that's what Wolvie does. Let's see.
This place makes my skin crawl.
We could do something else.
I meant the Abbey. The air always feels wrong here. Makes my hair stand on end.
It is part of the Abbey's charm.
Wouldn't call that charming.
I meant the actual charm built into the Abbey. It encourages you to leave.
How long until that stops? For a person?
You get used to it after a few years.
Well, I don't plan on being around that long.
Okay. Do we give him his comic book or his root beer? Because we got both. Let's give him first appearance.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you read my mind.
Really? Only 5? But that's the first appearance of Wolverine in a comic book. Was that Hulk issue? Well, it sounds like he liked it, so who am I to question why it was 5 and not 10? I guess I should have gotten him the root beer, eh? Huh. See, nothing says redundant like, Ah. Maybe he liked it more than he let on.
We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I've seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
Yeah, it's an alloy.
How does that work?
Puberty never mentioned bone claws as part of the growth spurt, but they just shoot out from my knuckles, no big deal. The adamantium was experimental. I didn't have a choice in it.
What do you mean?
Met a doctor who decided to make me their weapon without asking. My whole skeleton is coated in it, claws included.
But look at you now.
Worked out in the end, but doesn't change the fact that I never got a say. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated him.
Interesting. Looks like he's close to leveling up when they have a little arrow instead of a number. That's good. Pity we don't have a compliment for him. I don't know if it's because we generally don't have compliments or because we don't have one for him. Wow, all the common chests just popped into being, huh? I love a free Mercury totem. Looks like our favorite is back in production. Oh, let's do this so heroes don't follow me around when I pick mushrooms. Come on, you gotta admit that's really cool. We're ready for battle. Oh, but we're gonna follow the hunter here where we can pick up some oyster mushrooms. Come on, that's fun. Oh, now you open up. These are all nice and good, friends, but oh, and you're nice too. But I was really expecting something a little bit more battle-y and combat-y. I suppose we should do diligence. You know, there's one up here I really like. It's in a nook or something. Is that how you get to it? The Garden of Envy? It's the one that's got a growth or something. See, now I'm not sure. That's the garden. That's that. It's one that's in a corrupt part of town, if that makes sense. Oh, hi. Did something just beckon to me? Thanks, I think. I wasn't planning on going here, but right here is one I wanted to go. The one that had the corrupted well that we took care of. That's what I'm looking for. Always seems to have something nice in it. And you let me down. Really, guys? Is this what you do to me? Boy, everybody's doing something. Nobody's out here. Y'all having breakfast? Oh, that reminds me. We have not been looking around at, snooping around at people's rooms in a while. Let's see if anybody's got an open door. Oh, hello there. Hi, Ebony.
Agatha is lucky to have you.
Aw. Oh, 3 compliments. That makes it for me, doesn't it? Thank you. Ooh. This is, Nico's room. As you can see, it's, it's very Nico-ish. Sodas and unopened TV dinners and junk food and She seems to be a fan of Mobius over on the over in the corner here, and the Guardians of the Galaxy and Silver Surfer, and the Quentin Carnival, and what was in this particular issue of Avengers? Interesting. It's got Submariner. It's got, you know what? It's the Invaders. You know, when you see this picture, the top ones, Captain America, Human Torch, and Submariner. The Human Torch in that one is not the Human Torch from Fantastic Four. That's not Johnny Storm. That's an android, believe it or not. And that was a hero also during World War II. So those three are, I don't know if there's a time warp or an illusion happening, but those are characters from World War II. So anyway, that's kind of cool.
How's it going?
We got a lot of things here. Absolutely nothing to buy in the gift shop. It may take a couple days for them to recycle that. Nobody's here. They're about to be here. Gimme, gimme.
Please tell me it's not another amulet.
Oh, we are both on the same page.
Really a challenge worthy of my talent. A truly remarkable find. Let's call this the Stephen Strange of supernatural artifacts.
Really? The silent journal of heroes in this game where you're loquacious is your kind of book? I love it. 60? Really? Legendary.
This really isn't the ideal environment for these parchments. One misplaced ember and that'll be all she wrote.
Okay. Good to know.
What have you got for me, boss?
What have you got for me? See another something.
This is some of my best work.
Legendary. Epic. I'm not thrilled of how to move this turn. I like the fact that it gives me 3 heroism instead.
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
I really wish I could have 2 of these things, but one seems to work quite nicely. And you can't carry 2 of these in one. You can't carry 2 of these in one at one time. So our Blade Storm is updated, so we don't need it. We keep saying we want to put this in, and we keep not putting it in. And lethal pounce we did not put in, and we should probably. Don't you increase to like 3? No, it just gets harder, but it's still chain 2.
Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
Wow, look at this. And add a move. You know, Wolverine wins. I was hoping it'd be somebody else's legendary card in there. Save us the grief.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. Uh-oh. He's always a kick. Who's ready to PARTY? Sorry, kids. As long as there are vampire attacks, it's curfew time all the time. But, Mom, it's the annual Senior Center Ball. When those greatest generation ladies party. It can get 10 times scarier than any sharp-teeth vampire. People are in danger. Then good thing you're staying here with us. You've never been bitten by dull dentures, and it shows. Back me up, Cap. Wait, I forgot who I'm talking to. I'm Captain America. I do not party. I protect freedom. I'm not going to dignify that with a response, Wade. I don't party and I don't dignify answers, Wade. It stops the freedom from being protected. That's actually a pretty good impression of you, Steve. Oh, look at this. Alright, here we got another one. Does anyone have birthday gift ideas that are not Wolf Ninja action figures? I think Gabe is growing out of those. Get him something practical, like a sword. Gabe is just a kid. Everyone can use a sword. Gabe will appreciate a sword. He probably will, but no, not happening. Those silly people. Now I'm gonna juggle some cards first. Wolverine. We never really put lethal pounce, and we already have a lethal pounce, so what makes yours better? Yeah, we're there, so yeah, the rapid healing will come in handy. I will change them so that gets upgraded. Chain swipes. If we take chain swipe, no, we got these. But see, quick swipe, instead that, put lethal pounce. I like it. With him, the more chain, the better, I think. I mean, it's quick. I'll give it that. We haven't needed it as much. I'm gonna keep it on the side. How about that? Power slash, forceful knockback. Do I want to change that from a chain? I don't. That's the problem. Quick swipe, good. Chain. Yeah, we want him to chain. Chain for heroic. Well, you know what? Maybe one forceful knockback can't hurt, right? And hopefully we get this rapid healing happening. Alright, let's see what we have here.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Yes, it is. And it's not enough. Wah, 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 wah. Do you finally get yours? No. Do you get yours?
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Not sure yet. I'm more interested in getting hers if it's available.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
We want more recasts. We don't want hitting the next one. We want the next and the next and the next. So that is good. Looks like we need more attack essences. He's close. Whom haven't we brought in a long time? We brought them, we brought Cap. When did we last see you here?
You could go a few rounds.
See, you've earned your reputation.
Ah, increases percent of maximum health. So he's got a bit of catching up to do.
Later.
Yeah. I know that other one that I want is still one more day away from getting to use it. Got one now tech weave, 1 day. You already have an armor piercing charm. I think some of it is to do with conjuring it up in the library. Let's do that. Oh, they're still there. Our 2 faves still not available. So that's another thing we can do also is put this, well, let's see, that's to me, unless you have like a 4th spot, I'd say great, because then you got, you can draw a card every time they knock someone out. It would be awesome. That can conceal someone. And you know we like those. Don't I have that though? Yeah, we got this free from something. Hydra. That's if we go to Hydra, not Lilin. That depends on where we're going and what we're doing and who we're whatevering. Oh, tell me what you really think. Okay. So we don't need these. By the way, you can make, you know, of course. I like that. How's our major attack essence?
Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter.
Does that mean we can upgrade some things over in the yard for our friends, their attack abilities? Let's see.
Time to take it to the next level.
Oh, unequipped.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Let's see now. That's really the difference, is gain another 2 souls. How often do we really use? Let's see now. I think it's good to have.
The fire burns brighter.
Thanks. Okay, I think we've done enough right now. We're actually just ready to do this next time, or we may start with Infernals, you know, doing Spider-Man's legendary challenge. I haven't decided yet, but we'll find out when we get there. Until then, thanks for watching, and have a good one.